wrestling fans. My name is Brian Crazy. You're watching my brand, that from Brand of Wrestling, and entertainment here on YouTube.com and the World Wide Web since 2010, providing you with the wrestling news, reviews, rumors, and insights that you're growing accustomed to. And you saw the title of this video. I am back with my review of this week's edition of the longest running weekly episodic television show in history. That's right, Monday Night Raw for Monday, November 26, 2012. We start off Monday Night Raw with a recap of the John Cena, AJ Lee, Dolph Ziggler, and Vicky Guerrero situation over the last few weeks. And we also see a recap of the attack on Ryback last Monday night on Raw by Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Then we go into the first match of the night. Ryback picks up the win over Titus O'Neil via shell shock, and then he grabs the microphone. He demands that Vicky Guerrero comes out, and he makes some demands of Vicky Guerrero. He wants CM Punk. He wants CM Punk at the TLC pay-per-view, and he wants it to be a TLC match for the WWE title. Vicky Guerrero has no choice but to give in to his demands so the show can continue. It will be CM Punk versus Ryback for the WWE title at the TLC pay-per-view. I thought this was a pretty good opening segment, and it was a pretty good start to Monday Night Raw. Then we go into a backstage segment with Rosa Mendes, Hornswoggle, Alberto Del Rio, and the Great Khali. This sets up a match between the Great Khali and Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio picks up a surprising win over the Great Khali. I really wasn't expecting too much going into this match, but sometimes it's not all about every single choreographed wrestling maneuver. Sometimes it's more about telling a story, and all the characters involved told a story. Alberto Del Rio then picked up the win with the cross armbar, and like I said, I didn't really expect too much going in, but we didn't get a 5-star wrestling classic, but we got a funny little story for a couple minutes. Then we go backstage with CM Punk and Vicky Guerrero. The WWE Champion is not pleased that he has to face Ryback at the TLC pay-per-view for the title, and Vicky Guerrero says, I'm not going to turn a blind eye to everything that's happened. I saw what happened at Hell in a Cell. I saw what happened at the Survivor Series, and you will defend your title against Ryback at the pay-per-view. I think Vicky Guerrero is really doing a good job playing her role, and I think Vicky Guerrero has always been an incredible actor. I think she's incredible at playing her role. I think she gets a lot of heat, and I think she is the utmost professional. And I think the segment came off really well. Then we go into the interview. The interview everybody's been waiting for. Michael Cole interviews Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns. They have dubbed themselves the Shield, and they deny working for CM Punk. They say they are not mercenaries. They're not the Nexus. They're not the NWO. If you want the NWO, go buy the DVD. They're about principle. They're about honor, and where honor no longer exists, they will step in. Now, they say they're not working for Punk. Could have Paul Heyman gotten in their ear? We know Heyman is the master manipulator. Could Heyman be influencing these guys? Now, I have the feeling that he influenced Brad Maddox, and he has influenced these guys to do this. I don't think they're doing this on their own. And if they are, it'll be pretty interesting. But I honestly feel like there's some sort of outside force. Now, I really like how this interview came across. I was hoping it wasn't going to be as simplistic as we want to make a name for ourselves. We're coming in and we're going to take out all the talent, this, that, or the other. I really like how it was a little more complex than that. I really think this promo came off well. Dean Ambrose is incredible on the mic, and Seth Rollins is pretty good on the mic in his own right. And Roman Reigns playing the silent third party, I think, was a perfect choice. Then we see a promo from Fandango, the former Johnny Curtis, and I was worried that Johnny Curtis was going to lose that gimmick he was starting to get over with, that sleazeball. And it seems like Fandango's got a little bit of the Johnny Curtis sleazeball mixed in with this new gimmick, and I'm pretty interested to see. Their hopes with Fandango is that he's going to get a lot of heat from the men, he's going to get over with the women, and he'll be successful. I mean, that's what they hope for every superstar, is that they'll be successful. Johnny Curtis has all the tools. He's got everything that it takes. If you guys watch NXT Season 5, I really found the storyline involving him, Maxine, Derek Bateman to be very enjoyable, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do this time around. There's been a lot of rumors that he's going to either debut at the TLC pay-per-view or the night after on Monday Night Raw. Then we go into Tamina Snuka versus Alicia Fox. Tamina's kind of become a hired gun for Vicky Guerrero, and she picks up the win over Alicia Fox with the Superfly Splash. Then we go into a segment involving John Cena, Vicky Guerrero, AJ Lee, and Dolph Ziggler. This sets up a match, Dolph Ziggler versus Cena, later in the night. When I heard this, I was pretty excited, and I can't wait to see this match. Kofi Kingston versus Lord Tensai. Kofi Kingston then picks up the win over Lord Tensai. Barrett's on commentary through this match. It has been announced that Wade Barrett will face Kofi Kingston for the Intercontinental title at the TLC pay-per-view. Will Wade Barrett be able to recapture the Intercontinental title that he once carried and wore around his waist? After the match, basically Barrett grabs the title, hops in the ring, hands it to Kofi, walks out, goes laughing up the ramp. I really like how that played out. Now, I think it's a damn shame that Lord Tensai has been on such a losing streak, and I really hope they find something to do with Lord Tensai before he just becomes a glorified jobber and then he ends up getting released. I think Lord Tensai had so much potential, and I think they really missed the ball when they first brought him in. I really think there should have been a tie-in between him and Laurinaitis due to Laurinaitis making his name over in Japan as Johnny Ace, and Tensai being a disciple of the Japanese culture and also making his name in Japan. I really felt like that was a missed opportunity. Then we go into Rey Mysterio versus Daniel Bryan, and this match does not disappoint. This is an incredible contest, a lot of back and forth action, and Rey Mysterio ends up picking up the win in this match after he reverses the no-lock. He ends up flinging Daniel Bryan onto the ropes. He hits the 619, but he ends up pivoting on the corner post, and then he hits the splash off the top rope for the win. Then we go into Cena versus Ziggler. Cena ends up picking up the win over Ziggler. This is after Vicky Guerrero and AJ Lee got involved. And I do have to say, I'm a married man, but God, AJ Lee did look good tonight. Then we go into Sheamus versus Antonio Cesaro. When they first announced this match, I was excited to see this. Antonio Cesaro is a real tough son of a gun, and so is Sheamus. And I was really curious what these two tough guys were going to do in the ring. It did not disappoint. It was an incredible contest. And my favorite spot in this match is when Sheamus came off the top and Antonio Cesaro hit him with the uppercut. I mean, incredible. And then Sheamus got out of nowhere, hit him with the bro kick, and he ended up winning by countout. Now, I think if the Big Show didn't come out and distract Sheamus, Sheamus probably would have went out, grabbed Antonio Cesaro, and brought him back into the ring. The Big Show came out, caused the distraction, and Sheamus ended up winning the match by countout. Then we go into Damian Sandow versus Zack Ryder. Sandow cuts an epic promo prior to the match, and Sandow picks up the win over Zack Ryder. This Wednesday night on Main Event, it will be Damian Sandow versus John Cena. Then we go into the final match of the night. The WWE Universe has decided that they want to see Kane fight CM Punk, and Kane ends up losing this match. CM Punk picks up the win over Kane via go to sleep. And post-match, the NXT 3, the Shield attack Kane. Daniel Bryan tries to come out to make the save, and then Ryback tries to come out to make the save, and they all end up getting beat down. CM Punk then ends up standing over Ryback, raising his title, and that's how we close Monday Night Raw. Now, I thought it was a pretty good show. I think a lot of great build towards the TLC pay-per-view. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought they kept my interest for the entire show. Now, I know there's some members of this community, there's some wrestling fans that will just never be pleased, but this is the direction the WWE is going in, and I really feel like they're starting to get this format of these 3-hour Raws down. Now, I want to know your guys' thoughts. I want to know your guys' feedback, and I want you to drop it below. Thanks for checking out my review, and thanks for being loyal fans and subscribers of the F brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com. My name is Brian Crazy. I could not do it without you, and I'll catch you later.